You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Radio Show, only on Financial News and Talk. Now live in studio, your host, local and national real estate expert and consumer advocate, Ron Siegel.
And hello again. Welcome to Ron Siegel Radio. This is the show with no real boundaries as we discuss current events, financial markets, politics, sports, even poking fun at the rest of the media. This is the show that connects the dots of confusion delivered by conflicting media reports. We connect the dots so you know the actions you can take, how your family or business can benefit from current events. Most of all, thank you for joining me. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. Just remember, that's the number you call anytime for assistance. When you call that number, it comes directly to me first. There are operators standing by.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
Well, I do have a great team when it comes to developing a financing plan, a plan to save you money. I personally work with you, even if you don't have any needs today. Save this number in your phone for future reference, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. And before we get into our intriguing content today, please join me in welcoming our featured guest. First timer on Ron Siegel Radio, Debbie Hemphill, Century 21 King. Welcome.
Welcome. Thank you, Ron, for having me.
Glad to have you here.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
So let's take a look and see what we're celebrating today. It's, we always have to celebrate every day on Ron Siegel Radio. There's always something wonderful in the world to celebrate. Let's see what we've got. National Have a Coke Day. Not that kind, Coca-Cola. Right? National Coke Day is today. Let's see what else we're going to celebrate. I see that. I beat anorexia, so I get to do this one. National Coconut Cream Pie Day. That one looks pretty good. Let's see what else we've got going on. Is there anything else that we could celebrate today? I know there's always something good. Let's see. I'm gonna Time of Remembrance and Reconciliation Day. Internet. I can't even say that one. Women's Checkup Day. Okay. Student Nurse Day. World Red Cross Day. Let's just stick with National Coconut Cream Pie Day. Where are you going to get good coconut cream pie? Polly's, of course. You know my favorites. That's where we like to go and check out our friends over at Polly's Pies. Let's see what the markets are doing this morning. Dow Jones Industrial Average down 66 points. The S&P 500 is up. Let's call it flat. It's up 0.42. NASDAQ up, down 6 1/4. Oil up $1.79. We're back up at 73.13. Wonder if the president was awake at least long enough to go and buy some oil when he could fill up the strategic petroleum reserves at $68 a barrel last week. Not sure if he was awake long enough to do that. He doesn't, if you look at his schedule, the official presidential schedule, I don't know how you get away with it. His schedule has nothing. Mine has just a little more. 10-year Treasury, 3.49 right now. So we're watching that for you. Gas prices, do we want to see what they're at? I know Josh was out there traveling this weekend, so I don't get to. I got to run the show by myself today. So it's back to the olden days when we were doing these kind of things. But let's take a look. Gasoline, $4.82 a gallon here in the formerly Golden State. Out there in Nevada, where Josh is usually sitting, $4.22. Jody, $4.68, just visiting our whole team right now. Brittany's at $3.41. And our tremendous underwriter, Lori, $3.10 a gallon she's paying for gasoline. I do envy that. But then again, you have to be in Louisiana, and Lori's told me about that. So maybe we'll just stick with being in the formerly Golden State, watching what's going on out here. Now, what's going on in the world? Whoa, tomorrow night. Have you registered yet? That's true. Tomorrow's the big day. We've got our first time and new home buyer seminar tomorrow night, 6 p.m. RSRFTHB.com. RSRFTHB.com. You can get it. You can register still. We're going to give away a lot of stuff. I love giving away things. So at the seminar tomorrow night, we're going to give away all kinds of cool stuff. What are we going to give away? Well, everybody that's there that decides to buy a house when you close with our team in the lending side, we're going to give you a coupon to get your appraisal fee rebated up to $525 just for showing up to the event. Yeah, and we're gonna raffle off. Yeah, I like giving away stuff. How about a vacation? Let's see. Should we do Cancun? Or should we do Cabo? Now let's do Cabo. We'll give away a vacation to Cabo. We don't pay the taxes. We don't pay the fees. We'll do one to Cabo. We'll do one to Vegas and one to Nashville. How's that? Is there more reason to show up than just that, other than the great information we're going to share? Everything from building your credit, how to get started in a loan, what the different types of loans are out there, how to start shopping for a house. You know how to start shopping for a house, don't you? Well, it's pretty simple. RSRmoney.com. RSRmoney.com. And I think I've got a tag on here for it. I'll see if I can find it. RSRmoney.com. It is probably one of the best websites out there, one of the best apps out there. Not just because I give it to you for free. Well, that's part of it. RSRmoney.com. You can go out there, monitor your credit, monitor your bank accounts, monitor your asset accounts. No, it doesn't give me all that information. It just does allow a tool for you with no obligations, no advertising. RSRmoney.com. I think it's a great tool for you. I know it's a great tool for you. You can actually check the value of your property. It's right there, rsrmoney.com. It's got 4 different sources of the value of your property. 3 good ones plus Zillow. We like to give you some of the weaker ones too, just to keep it fair. We don't want to give you everything that's great, but you're going to go look at Zillow anyway, right? So why shouldn't we just give you that one and put it right there on the site? It'll also let you shop for houses. 97% of the homes available for sale in the United States are there. Not just the local ones. 97% of all of them are right there. RSRmoney.com. RSRmoney.com. So come and visit us at the seminar. If you can't make it in person, shame on you. But maybe you're just getting off work then. Register anyway, and we're going to be streaming it on our social channels. So you'll be able to watch that as well. RSRmoney.com. Because we're watching all the markets for you. Our team understands exactly what's going on. Now, you may be, and I hear this all the time, and I'm just going to throw it out there. Ron, I'm waiting for interest rates to come down, and I'm waiting for the market to crash, the real estate market to crash. Well, I can only tell you this. You're going to be waiting a very, very long time. Why? Well, the real estate market is probably not going to crash. There's not a huge amount of property out there. It's called Economics 101, supply and demand. Now, you know that I do watch the supply numbers. I watch very, very closely what's going on in supply. Like I could tell you right now, which I haven't got the numbers updated for this week, but I watch what's called the defaults, notice of defaults, because I want to see how many properties are actually going into default, because they get recorded with the county recorders. That's where these defaults and foreclosures start. So as of April 25th, Orange County has 544 notice of defaults filed. 544. There's 3 million people. Well, maybe more than that in Orange County. Riverside County has 966. That's kind of like, do you remember the California Dream Program? Everybody was all excited about the California Dream Program. There was a whopping total of 3,000 loans available. Now, you know that we've got our own down payment assistance program, probably better than the California Dream. But when you look at 966 notice of defaults in Riverside County, 900 in San Bernardino, the notice of trustee sale, Orange County, there's only 324. Riverside, 557. San Bernardino, 492. Not a lot of properties going into default. So if you think that's what you're going to be buying, well, how many other people do you think are saying the exact same thing? Not a lot of them coming. Now, interest rates, you've heard me talking right along. Interest rates will come down. We're heading into a recession. Thank you, Jerome Powell, because you're driving us there. But the bottom line is we're heading into a recession. Recessions generally mean interest rates down, real estate values up. So if you're waiting for the values to come down and the interest rates to come down, I think you're going to be waiting a long time. You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate current events and the financial markets. I'm just a guy doing radio. We're going to talk to Debbie Hemphill in a minute and see if she's on the same page as me, or does she think that I'm a lunatic? Well, that's a different question. So a lot of people
said it, Rod.
lot of people believe that. So how homeowners win when they downsize. We'll talk about that. And my favorite loan on the market, you know what that is. It's the VA loan. Why do underwriters say the VA loans are the easiest to close? All that and more. You can reach me anytime. Our off-air number, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or RonSiegelRadio.com, Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube. Ron Siegel, the numeral 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Ron Siegel Radio. Your home and mortgage connection.
Are you like many of your neighbors trying to figure out how to pay off your debts so you can retire someday? Build bigger savings. Invest in opportunities. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Debt will destroy 50% of Americans from being able to retire earlier and with more. What if you could have a guaranteed program that could show you how to eliminate all of your debt in 10 years or less, all without having to spend more each month than you spend right now? Yes, that's correct. All without spending more from your checkbook each month than you are today. Get your free analysis today to see if you qualify. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Log on today for your free analysis. rsrnodebt.com. No purchase necessary. The free analysis takes only 2 minutes. rsrnodebt.com. Ron Siegel Radio is your home and mortgage connection. Go to rsrnodebt.com. rsrnodebt.com.
Are you paying rent because you cannot afford to live in your dream home? Are you paying rent because you don't believe you have the down payment funds to purchase your own home? At Siegel Lending Team at ronismylender.com has up to $25,000 to help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. Contact the Siegel Lending Team today at ronismylender.com. Again, ronismylender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037. ronismylender.com.
Homeowners over the age of 62 are taking back financial control after retirement with reverse mortgages, and the Siegel Lending Team is here to help you use it to your advantage. Call Ron Siegel with Geneva Financial to receive your free information booklet with no obligation. The booklet answers all your questions, and the best part is you still own your home. Call Ron Siegel at 1-800-306-1990 or visit RonSiegelRadio.com.
Are you earning a safe, secure 10+% return on your investments? Is your credit score over 800? Are you living in the home of your dreams or simply where you think you can afford? If the answer to any of these questions is no, what are you doing about it? Text ATP to 79564. Complete a 3-minute complimentary survey, and the area trusted professionals of Ron Siegel Radio will reach out to you to develop a success strategy for you. Again, all you need to do is text ATP to 79564.
Do you know a homeowner experiencing divorce? Do you know a real estate reference and the divorce decree could cost tens of thousands of dollars? A certified divorce mortgage planning and real estate report could save you thousands of dollars, and it's free from your local certified divorce lending professional. Reach out to Ron today. RonIsMyLender.com. Again, RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
such an idiot. Such an idiot. Such an idiot. Such an idiot.
Siegel Radio. Your home and mortgage connection.
Do you know a homeowner experiencing divorce? Do you know a real estate reference and the divorce decree could cost tens of thousands of dollars? A certified divorce mortgage planning and real estate report could save you thousands of dollars, and it's free from your local certified divorce lending professional. Reach out to Ron today. RonIsMyLender.com. Again, RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you a veteran, own a home, and need money? The Siegel Lending Team is here to help veterans refinance and get the money they need. The VA 100 lets you borrow up to 100% of your home's value, refinance your mortgages, consolidate credit cards, and lower your payments by an average of $700 a month. And the Siegel Lending Team knows that character means more than a credit score. Call 800-306-1990. That's 800-306-1990. Rate subject to change without notice. Licensed by the California Department of Corporations, NMLS 21037, and DRE number 018694552.
Are you earning a safe, secure 10+% return on your investments? Is your credit score over 800? Are you living in the home of your dreams or simply where you think you can afford? If the answer to any of these questions is no, what are you doing about it? Text ATP to 79564. Complete a 3-minute complimentary survey, and the area trusted professionals of Ron Siegel Radio will reach out to you to develop a success strategy for you. Again, all you need to do is text ATP to 79564.
Are you a renter and tired of making monthly payments? Paying off someone else's mortgage? Hey, it's Ron Siegel here to help you stop renting and start owning your dream home with amazing low interest rates.
I used to do it all myself.
And you could potentially qualify for a $500,000 home for less than $5,000 out of pocket. So stop renting. Start owning with Ron Siegel. Learn more at ronsiegelradio.com and start owning today. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing
Two loan
Lender.
officers.
Are you like many of your neighbors trying to figure out how to pay off your debts so you can retire someday? Build bigger savings. Invest in opportunities. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Debt will destroy 50% of Americans from being able to retire earlier and with more. What if you could have a guaranteed program that could show you how to eliminate all of your debt in 10 years or less, all without having to spend more each month than you spend right now? Yes, that's correct. All without spending more from your checkbook each month than you are today. Get your free analysis today to see if you qualify. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Log on today for your free analysis. rsrnodebt.com. No purchase necessary. The free analysis takes only 2 minutes. rsrnodebt.com. Ron Siegel Radio is your home and mortgage connection. Go to rsrnodebt.com. rsrnodebt.com.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. The real-time real estate segment today being brought to you by rsrmoney.com, the best app out there, rsrmoney.com. Manage your credit, manage your finances. You can shop for houses. 97% of those around the country are on there and available to you. And oh yeah, if you want to know the value of the property you're currently in, whether you own it or not, you can put that in there and it'll get you a message every month with what that property value is. 4 different sources. Now, this is a historic look. If you want to know what the value of the property is to sell it, you got to talk to a professional realtor like Debbie sitting right next to me.
Yep.
She can actually give you that information because she can look forward as to, is there a lot of properties for sale in that area? Is there not a lot of properties for sale in that area? What's the demand for that area? Got all that kind of data. How homeowners win when they downsize is our subject this morning. Downsizing has long been a popular option when homeowners reach retirement age. But there are plenty of other life changes that can make downsizing worthwhile. Homeowners who have experienced a change in their lives or no longer feel like their house fits their needs may benefit from downsizing too. U.S. News explains, quote, downsizing is somewhat common among older people and retirees who no longer have children living at home. But these days, younger people are also looking to downsize to save money on housing, unquote. And when inflation has made most things significantly more expensive, saving money where you can has a lot of appeal. So if you're thinking about ways to budget differently, it could be worthwhile to take your home into consideration. When you think about cutting down on your spending, odds are you think of frequent purchases like groceries and other goods. But when you downsize your house, you often end up downsizing the bills that come with it, like your mortgage payment, energy costs, maintenance requirements. Realtor.com shares, quote, a smaller home typically means lower bills and less upkeep. Then there's the potential windfall that comes from selling your larger home and buying something smaller, unquote. That windfall is thanks to your home equity. If you've been in your house for a while, odds are you've developed a considerable amount of equity. Your home equity is an asset you can use to help you buy a home that better suits your needs today. And when you're ready to make a move, your team of real estate experts will be your guide through every step of the process. That includes setting the right price for your house when you sell, finding the best location size for your next home, and understanding what you can afford at today's mortgage rates. What this means for you, if you're thinking about downsizing, ask yourself these questions. Do the original reasons I bought my current house still stand, or have my needs changed since then? Do I need and want the space I have right now, or could somewhere smaller be of benefit? What are my housing expenses right now, and how much do I want to try to save by downsizing? Once you know the answer to these questions, meet with a real estate advisor to get an answer to this one. What are my options in the market right now? A local housing market professional can walk you through how much equity you have in your house and how it positions you to win when you downsize. Bottom line, if you're looking to save money, downsizing your home could be a great help toward your goal. Give us a call at 800-306-1990. 800-306-1990. Find out what you can do, where your benefits are. And, I'll tell you this again, rsrhsg.com, rsrhsg.com. It's free. We update it every quarter. It's the Home Seller's Guide, rsrhsg.com. That is the real-time real estate segment brought to you by rsrmoney.com, rsrmoney.com. Continue our conversation. Debbie Hemphill is with us, Century 21 King.
Oh, yes. Century
Now, wait a
21
second.
King.
So,
Yes.
you sure it's not Queen?
It should be. I'm trying to discuss with my boss about making a few changes in the office. If he's
Okay.
watching me right now, he's probably going to kill me, but he's fine.
I said
He'll
it, you
deal with it.
didn't.
Yeah, thanks. But yeah, it's a great office, a great environment,
Now, you said that you dealt, before we were talking, I think you said you dealt with distressed properties, foreclosures, and the like.
Yeah, I do help with foreclosures. I
You
know
think a lot of them are coming?
Personally, I think yes and no. Okay, it's like
I guarantee you're going to be right.
yeah,
It will be a yes or a no.
yeah, it's just kind of up in the air. I think a lot of people, due to COVID, their financial situations had changed to cause them to be in the position that they're in. But some of the banks, are working with them, so I do try and keep their home. If not, we're going to have to hurry up and sell and get all the equity you can before that trustee sale arrives. And that's usually their best bet, or bankruptcy, which I try to urge them not to, but sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, you want to harvest as much equity as you can.
Yes.
But the idea here is bankruptcy sometimes is the right solution when you're dealing with a foreclosure if you can't get the bank to cooperate.
Exactly.
Kind of forces them to.
Yeah, it's kind of exactly now with you being a lender, Ron. So if somebody were to go into foreclosure, right, and they file a bankruptcy, when could they be able to purchase another house after bankruptcy?
One day.
One day?
That's all it is.
Yeah.
There are loans out there that will allow for 1 day out of bankruptcy to purchase a home. You got to deal with it the right way. It's not going to be the cheapest loan on the market. You're not going to get that 5.5%,
all the bells
6%.
and whistles and the
Right.
perks as first-time home buyers or a
Right.
conventional loan.
Yeah, sometimes it just requires a game plan. right? Which,
Okay.
nothing wrong with a game plan. Sometimes we have to work on the game plan to get that done properly for people. But the bottom line is it's doable as long as you've got an experienced lending team.
Of course, and that's where you come in, Ron.
That's what we try.
right?
We try. So you don't see a whole lot of foreclosures really coming because, I mean, you're pretty much looking at 6 months after the notice of default. And you're what, Riverside County, San Bernardino County?
Yeah, either or, any
Okay.
county. It's pretty standard.
So you're looking at under 1,000 between Riverside and San Bernardino combined as far as foreclosures. There's right at 1,000 properties, but it's a lot of county. That's
Yeah.
a lot of land.
Yeah.
When you're talking about right around 1,000 total that have had filed for a trustee sale.
Yeah.
And X amount of those are number one going to be pushed out over time.
Yeah,
right?
they get postponed. A lot of times, the banks will work with you and get them
That's a key
postponed.
point right there. I'm hearing that more and more, that the banks really don't want the properties. They're willing to work with people.
Well, from what I hear, it's just negative in their books. And I think they're just trying to avoid that, especially with the collapse of all these other banks. I think they're just taking another turn and, you know what, we better help these customers or we're going to collapse,
And it does. We do know that it increases their reserves. So they don't want to take a property back. They don't want to put a family out of their house. So the bottom line is if you're in that situation, if you will pull your head out of the sand and give a call to Debbie, she can help you, harvest that equity.
Yeah, exactly. Like I could help, I would hate for somebody to lose their home in foreclosure. I get it. Look, hey, we're all about a commission. We're all about a sale. But at the same time, you have to have morals. You have to have ethics, and I'm the person to make that happen. And whichever decision is going to guide you to the best way to go. And I think especially with Ron's expertise over here, hey, we give you bankruptcy, we'll get you another house later. Start fresh.
From a couple of our conversations, you're a cheerful person, yet you're dealing with probate, foreclosures, and defaults.
Yeah, I
Those are
know,
pretty-
right?
At least you're bringing.
Hey, I make
to
it
these.
positive for these people and their misfortunes. I'm just like, hey, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel.
And that's my point
there
right
is.
there.
Yes.
Right. I mean, if you've got a house that's going through foreclosure, that means there's probably other issues going on.
Yeah, sometimes like they
Medical
let go of it, or they just don't fix anything because they think, well, who cares? The bank's gonna come and get it, not knowing I'm here to save them, and
But my point is that there's reasons for it, right? When people go into foreclosure, why do they go to foreclosure? They didn't really want to. They want to keep their house.
well, most of the time from what I find out from my clients, yes, medical is a strong reason. Loss of hours, COVID, their credit is, just went through the roof. Oh, divorces. Oh, that's my favorite here. That's why, when people ask, oh, how's the market? That's the number one question to ask a realtor. How's the market? It's like, okay, look at people getting divorced. It's like, do you think the spouse stopped before they were cheating? Oh, maybe I should cheat because the market is right now. Like, no, it's like, you're going to sell regardless of where the market is.
That's funny. Yeah, you're right.
It's
So my point is, when you think of all those medical, you said loss of hours, credit. So if you're able to go and help somebody sell that property without going through the foreclosure, they're going to most likely, if they bought in more than a year ago, they're going to have some equity.
Yeah, most of the time they do have equity, and that's the thing. And that's where people stress out even more because they have the equity, but they just don't want to sell because they know if they sell, they're going to be without a home. They're going to have to go into
you're not going to let
bigger.
them go without a home, are you?
Of course not, Ron. What kind of person do you think I am?
So you're going to help them find something smaller that they can afford, right?
Well, yeah, either because
rental or purchase, whatever.
Yeah, either or, and the thing is that when they get into this and they have this equity, it's just they want to salvage it because of where their payment stands. So they know if they sell it, they're not going to get the same perks they had with this previous loan. But then they defaulted. So now it's like, we have to sell it.
But look at all the solutions that come from that. You can probably get rid of the medical debt if you have enough equity. You're not going to be stressed over the loss of hours. You probably sleep a lot better. You're better. Yes. Your health will get better. You pay off any debts you have, most likely. Your credit's going to get better. And
You'll
we're not
get
gonna
rid
even-
of that spouse.
You get rid of the spouse. I'm 36 years into a life sentence, so I'm not doing anything. You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate current events and the financial markets. When we come back, why do underwriters say that VA loans are the easiest to close? We'll talk about that. All that and more. Reach me anytime. Off-air number 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com, facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube. Ron Siegel, the numero 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We will be back in just a few.
Ron Siegel Radio. Your home and mortgage connection.
Do you know a homeowner experiencing divorce? Do you know a real estate reference and the divorce decree could cost tens of thousands of dollars? A certified divorce mortgage planning and real estate report could save you thousands of dollars, and it's free from your local certified divorce lending professional. Reach out to Ron today. RonIsMyLender.com. Again, RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender. Are you tired of paying rent? Are you tired of paying someone else's mortgage? Do you know qualified folks can potentially purchase a $500,000 home for less than $5,000 out of pocket? Ron Siegel can help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. If you're tired of paying someone else's mortgage, reach out to Ron today at RonIsMyLender.com. That's RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey friends, do you dream of mortgage-free home ownership? Are you aware that even if you own your home free and clear, it could still be costing you thousands per year? The Siegel Lending Team can help you generate tax-free income, accumulate family wealth, and maintain ownership of your home. By simply emailing your most recent mortgage statement, you'll receive a no-obligation real estate plan. Learn more by calling 1-800-306-1990 or email me your recent mortgage statement to PEAR@RonSiegelRadio.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender. Are you a renter and tired of making monthly payments? Paying off someone else's mortgage? Hey, it's Ron Siegel here to help you stop renting and start owning your dream home with amazing low interest rates. And you could potentially qualify for a $500,000 home for less than $5,000 out of pocket. So stop renting. Start owning with Ron Siegel. Learn more at ronsiegelradio.com and start owning today. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you like many of your neighbors trying to figure out how to pay off your debts so you can retire someday? Build bigger savings. Invest in opportunities. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Debt will destroy 50% of Americans from being able to retire earlier and with more. What if you could have a guaranteed program that could show you how to eliminate all of your debt in 10 years or less, all without having to spend more each month than you spend right now? Yes, that's correct. All without spending more from your checkbook each month than you are today. Get your free analysis today to see if you qualify. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Log on today for your free analysis. rsrnodebt.com. No purchase necessary. The free analysis takes only 2 minutes. rsrnodebt.com. Ron Siegel Radio is your home and mortgage connection. Go to rsrnodebt.com. rsrnodebt.com.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. The Borrow Smart segment today brought to you by rsrmoney.com. Yeah, you know, I push this all the time just because it's such a great tool. rsrmoney.com. How about a little bit of VA? We like VAs. We like our veterans. We love our veterans. So let's talk about this morning why underwriters say VA loans are the easiest to close. We're going to give you the secrets. Are you wondering why underwriters say that VA loans are the easiest to close? As a mortgage expert with over 20 years of experience, I have the inside scoop on this secret. Stay tuned, and I'll explain why the VA loans are a breeze to close and how you can take advantage of this fantastic opportunity. Number one, streamlined underwriting process. One of the main reasons underwriters find VA loans the easiest to close is the streamlined underwriting process. VA loans are backed by the Department of Veterans Affairs, which means they have a clear set of guidelines and requirements to follow. This makes the process more transparent and efficient for both underwriters and borrowers, ensuring a smooth and hassle-free experience. Number two, lenient credit score and DTI requirements. Another advantage of VA loans is their lenient credit score and debt-to-income ratio requirements. This allows underwriters to close loans quickly for borrowers who might not qualify for traditional loans. VA loans are designed to provide veterans and active duty personnel with accessible and affordable homeownership opportunities, which is why they are more flexible when it comes to credit and financial qualifications. Number three, the biggie, no down payment requirement. Lastly, VA loans are attractive to underwriters because they don't require a down payment. This eliminates one of the most significant barriers to home ownership for many borrowers. With no need for a down payment, underwriters can close VA loans more quickly and borrowers can start enjoying their new homes sooner. If you're a veteran or active duty military personnel looking to purchase a home, don't miss out on this incredible benefits of the VA loans. Visit RonSiegelRadio.com to start your journey toward home ownership with the expert guidance you deserve. And make sure you get on the app, rsrmoney.com, rsrmoney.com. That is the Borrow Smart segment brought to you by rsrmoney.com. Continue our conversation this morning. Debbie Hemphill is with us. Century 21 King.
Or Queen.
Or Queen.
Like we said.
Yeah.
Sorry, boss. I know you're the king, Julio Cardenas.
Okay. So we're going to have to watch out because if Debbie gets in trouble later today, I started it, Julio, so don't get mad at her.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Ron. I knew you had my back.
I'll take the weight. Right,
not
a problem. Okay, so let's we've been chatting about probates and we've been talking about distressed sales. You know what the bottom line of all this is?
What, Ron?
It's called solutions. Right? And you can, the only way, I do say there's probably you've got one major issue to helping people solve their problems.
Sell it.
They've got to call them. They've got to call you.
Well, yeah, a lot of people are scared,
Right.
to call. Like, I get a lot of people no discouragement. I know friends and family won't call me because they don't want me in their business. And I probably don't want to be in their business. But other people are really shy about it. Because the number one question that you ask a foreclosure person, why did you fall behind? And they're just like, I don't even know. I don't even know where to start. And then they feel like you're judging them because they're in the situation. And it's really hard to make that call. But once they make that call, that's it. We're good to go. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, like I shared. It's,
So I have a friend of mine that's a bankruptcy attorney, and I said, people that once they make that decision, and it's not right for everybody, it's not wrong for everybody either. So once they've made that decision, though, my bet is that they probably feel like there's a weight lifted off their shoulders.
Yeah, they do. I
Right?
did deal with some clients, and that's exactly what happened. We had a trustee sale. It was a crazy story. We had
like stories on Ron Siegel Radio. Tell us
Okay,
the
let's
story.
do this. Okay, so one of my clients, I'm not going to share their names,
No, we don't do
but of course, they had a trustee sale going along, and it's like I'm over here helping them with their bankruptcy, and I can't be at two places at once because the bank didn't want to cooperate with me and hold off the sale. So what I do, I told my client, hey, I need you to stay there at the auction. And when I'm done with your bankruptcy, I'll send you a picture of it and you tell them, stop the sale. And so that's exactly what I did. So luckily he was there. And then the guy that was holding the auction, there was only one buyer. This lady was there and she was like, oh, I'm going to get this house. And then the other guy, he's the seller. He's like, no, you're not going to get my house. And then sure enough, I filed it. His house was going to go up for sale at 12. I filed it at 11:27. It was a close one. And right at 12, when the auction hit, he's all, boom, look, I filed bankruptcy. You can't touch this house, because the automatic stay order,
Sure,
of course.
exactly.
And so he was like, I don't even know if this is legit. And I'm like, hey, I'm rushing over there right now. I'll show him the paperwork in hand. And sure enough, he saved his house. And the lady was upset. She had no house to buy. And he was happy. He felt a big relief. Like you said, a big relief. He was thankful that I had him be there because this lady could have bought his house.
Yeah, and that's the scary part of it. But the bottom line is there's solutions.
Exactly. You just have
Right.
to use them, or you have to get with the right trusted person that's going to
trusted
put
guidance.
your best interest first.
And that's the important thing right there. Now, did they end up selling the house?
No, we're working on a modification right
Okay.
now. Mhm.
So the modifications are available still.
Yes. So the bank is willing to work with their modification now that they filed bankruptcy. And now we're going to see where it goes. But if it doesn't go in the way that they want, I still have time to sell it, and they could get their equity out. So either way, it's a win-win,
So that's the important thing right there. So think about that concept. It's all about there's solutions out there if you pull your head out of the sand, right? If you keep your head in the sand and don't make the call, and I can put you in touch with Debbie. Just call me at 800-306-1990. You make that phone call. You go and you see what are the options. Maybe the right option for you is to sell the property, but this gives you the time to do it in an orderly manner, right? You're not having to do it under the gun. Once a property, in most cases, not all, but in most cases, once you've filed the bankruptcy, the lender is going to give you the time if you can demonstrate that you've got a professional real estate agent that's got the property listed at a fair price. Now, if you go in there and you try and list the property 30 or 40% above market value, then the investor is going to balk. They're going to go back to the court and say, this is a hoax. They're really not trying to sell the property. But if you've got it listed at a legitimate price and the property can sell, now you can go and visit rsrsalesmax.com, rsrsalesmax.com, and we'll actually show you a couple of ways that you can maximize the sale price of your property while listing at a fair market value, because there's strategies to help with that. You got to have agents that understand these strategies, that can employ these strategies. If you don't know them, give me a call at 800-306-1990. I'll put you in touch with the agents that understand it, because you can watch it and then you'll understand it. We talk about things that are totally contrary to what you're probably thinking. Why? Well, because we understand how these things work. We understand the marketplace. So check that out, rsrsalesmax.com. Do you have a good trust attorney that you talk to people with?
Yes, actually, I was going to do a shout out to, I use Melinda Bravo at Justice and Advocacy Group. She's in Rancho Cucamonga. She actually did want to throw out that she'll give $200 anybody that listens today off their trust.
Wow. What's your name?
Melinda Bravo.
Belinda Bravo. Maybe we'll have to have you bring her in here.
Yeah, she would love to come in here and talk about, trust. She's a very experienced paralegal. She does bill through escrow. So that's another outlet.
But she bills through escrow.
Yeah, like if like for instance, divorces. Like we did a divorce together. The couple
Not you and me.
No, I hope not.
Okay.
I'll stay with you, Ron.
Okay.
And they couldn't afford to pay an attorney. They couldn't afford to pay for the divorce. So she prepared it all for them, and we just billed it through our wonderful escrow office.
Nice. So there's, again, solutions are out there.
Exactly.
You may not be thinking of them because you don't know what you don't know.
Exactly. Right? And everything, just because you don't have money at the time doesn't mean there's not solutions to get the money that you need at the time.
Absolutely. There's a lot of solutions. Hey, I want to throw out before, because I know we only got about a minute left. Don't forget about the home buyer workshop. It is tomorrow night, 6 p.m., rsrfthb.com, rsrfthb.com. Everybody that attends, we're going to give you what I call a golden ticket. So that's going to be a golden ticket. It's going to be valued $525. If you close your home loan financing through our team, you'll get a $525 credit on your closing statement for the appraisal or a part of your appraisal, depending upon what it is. So go to rsrfthb.com, and you're going to get a lot of great information there. We're going to give away a couple of trips. We're going to give you information on credit, how to build your credit or to maintain your credit or maximize your credit during the process of getting ready to buy a house. We're going to talk about home shopping. We're going to talk about the lending side, getting that loan ready, all of that and more. So a lot of great information, rsrfthb.com. If you want me to put you in touch with Debbie Hemphill at Century 21 King, give me a call there. Give me a call at 800-306-1990. I'll put you in touch with Debbie as well. And as always, I ask, set that first radio preset button to come back here and join Ron Siegel Radio, where we only speak about items affecting your house and your bank account. Thanks to all of our sponsors. A big thanks to Josh and Sean who are engineering us. And of course, a special thanks to you for spending a little bit of your day with us.
Thank you.
That's all for Ron Siegel Radio. Again, if you have any questions or meet any of our guests, call me anytime, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. And remember, make a lot of money so you can help a lot of people and have a lot of fun. Have a great day. We'll talk to you next time on Ron Siegel Radio.